how does it go again? I am where I'm, wait, how does it go? I am where I don't know. I forgot what it's called. I am where I belong. I am right where, I am right where I belong. I keep seeing this commercial on my video. Okay, anyways, I gotta tell you guys something. Okay, so listen. I bet you didn't know this. I bet you didn't. Maybe some of you guys knew this. Some of you guys knew this. Some of you guys knew this. But I bet most of you guys didn't know this. So you're gonna learn today. I already had this revelation, but I was doing a coaching call with someone. We're talking about it, and instantly the Lord brought back the revelation to me. And I'm talking to her about it, and I'm like, why did I make a video about this? I never made a video about this before. I don't know if I did or didn't, but I think people need to know this, okay? So listen, children of God. So when you are young, when you come from a family that a family that has witchcraft in it, or witchcraft is in the blood of the family, or it's a family of people who are gifted. Not everyone uses their gifts for the right reason. But when you come from a family of people that have gifts, do you know that when you are born, people will look into your life, family members will look into your life because they want to know ahead of time what's in store for you. So let me give you an example. And this example actually came to me as I was walking to the car. I already knew the message I was going to tell you guys, but the example came to me as I was walking to the car. I'm like, oh my gosh, isn't this in a movie? So in the movie Encanto, remember how when every child's born in that movie, there's someone that looks into the child's life to find out what type of gifts the child have, because they know that the family is from a family of gifts. They know the whole family has gifts, so they want to know what type of gifts this child has. So that's what will happen in your life too, guys. People will look into your life from a young age. Okay. And your parents may not be aware of it, or your parents may be aware of it, right? But that's usually what happens. And that's how people end up finding out that you have a purpose later on in your adult years, is because they look into your life as a child, right? And here's what happens to most of you guys. Sometimes the reason why you'll be happy up until a certain age, and then you'll stop being happy at that age, and you notice that ever since that specific age in your life, things have been going up and down. Remember, when you're a child, you have no worries. When you're a child, you just play with your toys, you play with your dolls, play with whatever, and you have no worries or anything like that, right? But then as soon as you get to a specific age in your childhood, even if you are going through like abuse and all that, you still find ways to make yourself happy as a child. Children find ways to make themselves happy, even if it's just playing house by themselves, right? So you'll notice at a certain age of your life, it's like something is stripping away your happiness. So you may get to the age of like 5, age of 7, age of 10. So when I was on the phone with this person today, her and I had something in common. We both started feeling this uneasiness at the age of 9. She felt this uneasiness at the age of 9. So did I. And I decided to explain this specific thing to her. And I said that what happens is people will look into your life at a young age, and they'll start doing the work at a young age. Yes, it's a generation. Sometimes it's a generational spirit, but this generational spirit that has been antagonizing your family throughout the generations, somebody has to summon back up that spirit, or that spirit will just come on its own, right? If there's unclean things happening in the family, that spirit will come on its own. But sometimes it's someone that's summoning up the spirit. So if there is someone in your family that's gifted, they'll summon back up the spirit, right? And what happens is they'll start doing the work at a young age. You know why they start doing the work on you at a young age? It's not that it can hurt you or can kill you. No, because God is covering you. They know that you're an anointed one. They know that you're a chosen one. They know you have a big purpose and God is going to use you. So they start doing the work at a young age. You know why? If they start doing the work in your adult years, you're going to know something's wrong. You know why? Because one, you're an adult. You have more wisdom and knowledge now. You may come into your gifts as an adult. You may understand now as an adult you have gifts. You get what I'm saying? And you may have the revelation in your adult years. See, when you're a child, you don't have time to be focusing on your gifts and stuff because you just want to play. You just want to play. You just want to be a kid, right? So they do this work to you when you're a child, because what happens is if they do the work to you at a young age, you become used to it. As in, you won't even know witchcraft has been done to you because you're so used to it. So when you get to your teenage years and you get to your adult years, you're still feeling the same way you felt as a child, and you just start settling. You start accepting it. You're like, okay, well, I felt it when I was a child, so I'm just going to accept it, right? I'm just going to accept it, right? And that's what happened to most of your parents, your moms, your dads, whatever, because they started feeling the same feeling in their adult years as they felt as a child. And because it's been continued for years, they don't suspect that something is being done to them because they feel normal. What has been done to them as a child has become the new normal. Do you get it? It has become the new normal. So now that they're an adult, they don't suspect that something has happened to them since they were a child. They just think that, oh, it's a generational curse and I've had it since I was born. Or they just think that, oh, my life is just the way it is. I'm going to settle. I'm not going to go after what I have to go after. See, the difference between a chosen one, one that God actually uses, and calls to be used in that way is, even though work has been done to them since they were a child, once they get to an adult year, with their adult years, although they've become used to the new norm because they've went through it since they were a child, they know something's not right. And then they start experiencing a lot of the unknown, the Jeremiah 33 verse 3s. See, that's what happens is the witch doctors or whoever does the work to you at a young age, they don't want you to come into this revelation. So they do this to you so it becomes a new norm and you accept it, and then you don't go searching for answers as to why you've been experiencing. You just settle in it, right? A chosen one of God will start searching. They'll start searching. God says, knock and it shall be answered unto you, right? Hallelujah, Holy Spirit. So when you start searching now, you start asking God for revelations. Why am I feeling this way? I know I felt this way since I was a child, but I don't think this is normal, because before the age of 9 or before the age of 10 or before the age of 5, I was feeling different. Why am I feeling this way? And now my adult years, I'm coming to some new revelations that I did not know and that you're showing me, God. And then now you realize, wow, this work has actually been done to me since I was a kid. I came to the revelation when I was in Turkey last year. God gave me the revelation in Turkey that work was being done to me since I was a kid. I thought it started happening to me in my 20s, but it actually started happening to me when I was a kid, and I came to that revelation. But the problem is, the reason why I didn't know that was because I became accustomed to the way I felt after the age of 9 and all up to my adult years. It became a new norm for me. Do you get what I'm saying? It became a new norm. But when I came to that revelation, I started replaying events in my life that led me to discover that, wow, some work was being done, because a lot of the events I played out in my life was not normal. It was not normal for a child to go through some of these stuff. It was not normal for a teenager to go through some of these stuff. It was not normal for me to go through some of this stuff as an adult. Okay, and the amount of times I almost died too. So I was like, God, wow, like he gave me that revelation. So most of the time, the reason why you guys start feeling like your happiness was stripped from you from when you were a child is because they started doing the work to you from when you were a child, because they looked into you from when you were a child. Everyone has some sort of evil person in their family that looks into a newborn child and looks into what's coming in for them and tries to do the work from a young age. So then they don't catch on. They don't figure it out. They feel like if they could stop you at a young age and you feel like this is normal, then you're not going to go looking or searching for answers. But see, that's the problem. They mess with the wrong ones. When you're a chosen one, you going to search, you going to knock, and God going to answer. Okay. So for those that didn't know this is why. This is the revelation. Okay. I love you guys. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.